Thank you for staying with us. It's Sports Tonight, and Tunde Koiki has joined me now on the show. Tunde, good to have you on Sports Tonight.
Thank you, Tony.
Do I allow you to say something very quickly? Coaches planning that no Nigerian coach will handle Sharks anymore.
So where would they get the coaches from? Cameroon?
You mean Sharks?
Yeah.
If they are not, maybe those guys who coach, those guys who wanted their players.
Wait, your son cannot light the fire in your house. You're calling your neighbor's son. I mean, which coach in his right senses would want to come? If you are telling the world that no Nigerian coach
should handle them.
Everybody, the world is a global village.
Everybody knows what's
going on. So
and then
Nigerian coaches,
they will look for those guys who are beating coaches up to come and handle the team.
Maybe they can get a coach who has a
black belt,
a long history of being beaten regularly. So
and is used to being beaten. Or you just bring some black belters.
Or maybe you can get a serving major general or someone. Remember that match in Jos, where it was a serving army officer who was the center referee. Everybody kept the peace. Maybe if we do that,
so you bring a coach from the
Nigerian army or the Nigerian Navy or the Nigerian military forces. That's the only solution for Sharks because they're incorrigible. They've beaten up every coach you can think of. They've beaten up Kadiri Kana. They've beaten up Alphonsus Dike. They've beaten up Osune. So I'm thinking that this is one too many for no justifiable cause.
We are open to suggestions. Where can they get a coach from? If Nigerian coaches say, look, this must stop. If you don't produce those guys, no Nigerian coach will handle this team anymore. Where are they going to get the coaches from? Talk to us about it. Let's keep our fingers crossed on that matter. We will always talk about it until the writing is done. All right. Okay. But let's start off with grassroots. We just told you about China's National Kids Cup. Hopefully before the end of the week, Austin Okonakwan will be back on this show to tell us what the latest is about the Channel's National Kids Cup. Don't forget, we will have only one representative from Lagos now, and then we will have the others from other parts of Nigeria for the national competition. In the past, we used to have about 4 from Lagos, but this time, only 1 will qualify from Lagos, from the Lagos preliminaries to join the others that will be coming from across Nigeria. We're looking forward to the fun. So maybe before the end of the week, we will try to get Austin again and the main organizing committee to come and tell us exactly what the preparations are, the latest news around the Channel's National Kids Cup. But let's talk about another competition, grassroots competition this time, the Lagos Primary School competition. Our good friend, Prince Wale Atiba, has been doing a lot of work, we must commend him, around grassroots football. And he's been putting this together, secondary schools, playing a competition, and it's been fun. They started the competition recently, and we have some results for you. And of course, some fixtures as well of matches that will be played at the Lagos Primary Schools soccer competition. I hope those results can show on your screen. Yeah, that's it. Ifako International have beaten Viscum 1-2. Al Farouk lost 0-3 to Yintab. And then you had Tender Care hammering Solid Heritage 3-0. These are results from the primary schools, private primary schools competition. Yeah. It's for private schools.
There was nothing tender about that.
I mean, they did it. They didn't show any tenderness in hammering Solid Heritage 3-0. These are the results. We have fixtures as well. I hope that can also come on your screen very quickly. The fixtures of matches, I think, to be played tomorrow at this private primary school competition. We have St. Anthony's against National School, and we have Beehive Schools against Wheatsville. All right, so these are the fixtures from that private primary schools football competition. Once again, kudos to our good friend Wale Atiba, who's been doing plenty of work. This is not the first time he's been doing it. He's been doing it so for a long time, and I'm happy that he's getting some support now for this grassroots competition. All right, let's step up today very quickly. The story now is about the under-20.
Yeah.
The under-17 have gone to Niger. They've come. Nigerians are reacting in different ways.
But most importantly, they have the World Cup tickets.
Most importantly, they have a World Cup ticket, and they have a lot of time to build up, correct the mistakes of Niger, and look forward to the World Cup in Chile later in the year. But we are stepping up now because this is the African Youth Championship in Senegal. The Flying Eagles are leaving for Senegal tomorrow. They're leaving with a lot of expectations from Nigerians.
Yeah, well, I think it's very understandable why Nigerians have so much expectations. This is the team who are under-17 champions just barely 2 years ago that have been upgraded or promoted to the under-20 national team.
Not just that, the way they've prepared.
The way they've prepared.
And the way they've played their friendlies.
But the thing, you must understand, we must trace their history, that this is a team that has done so much in the past, so their reputation precedes them. So everyone is expecting that with what they've done in the past, they will continue in that state, which is a dangerous train of thought. Players react differently to different situations. We've seen players who have done well at under 17 never really graduate to under 20. But this team has shown consistently, like you rightly said, their preparation has been very, very good. I mean, we saw them at the Super 4, at the Super 6, where they more than held their own against teams who are supposed to be on paper better, stronger, and more lethal than them. So this is a team that a lot of people have a lot of high hopes for. Unfortunately, we didn't get the best players that we wanted due to injury and due to the fact that our clubs wouldn't release them. But it takes nothing away from the fact that this is a decent team, a strong team, playing in a difficult competition, in a difficult group.
All right, let's go to Abuja very quickly. Sorry for just breaking into you that way. Let's go to Abuja. I'm told that the assistant coach of the Flying Eagles is waiting to join us on Sports Tonight. Let's talk to Nduka Ugbade. Nduka Ugbade, thank you so much for joining us on Sports Tonight. You are leaving for Senegal tomorrow. Are you feeling it? Are you feeling the African Youth Championship already?
Yeah, we started to feel this already, Tony. And it's quite interesting that, like you said, I heard you, that most of our players that are injured. No, it's only Kelechi Iheanacho that was injured, and Musa Yaya that got injured that got his injury in Ghana. But we are padded, we are strong. We're waiting for the competition, and we're leaving tomorrow. We're fully prepared.
Nduka, you are playing the host in your first game. That's a very tricky game. Very similar to what happened to the Golden Eagles. Your first game against the host, your second game against Congo, your third game against Cote d'Ivoire. How much of these opponents do you know?
Tony, we know that Senegal loves to play on the ground as well. And they are always tall, very strong as well, and they are, Francophone country, they speak French. We know that Cote d'Ivoire is about the same thing. We know that Congo is about the same thing as well. So the issue here is not how strong that they are, but if they are surely going to be able to contain us. That is just the issue here. I tell you, we are strong. We're very, very young. We might even be the youngest in the competition. But Tony, I can conveniently tell you that we are very, very strong. We're formidable, and we are ready for the competition. The most important for us, it's not even the trophy as per se. It's just qualifying for the World Cup. Then, after qualifying for the World Cup, then we'll be talking about the trophy. We are playing on information, and every one of them is playing on formation. So we are ready.
Information and formation, Nduka Ugbade. Scientific football. I mean, are you feeling the weight of expectation as well? Nigerians are expecting so much from this team.
That is the issue that we're facing for the moment. A lot of anxiety, and we've been hearing it. And even the NFF too, they're not saying it easy. They're telling us, emphatically that everybody is expecting, some great performance from us. And because a lot of Nigerians have gotten the opportunity to see us during the Super 6 competition, and they said that our team is very, very good. We are good, this we know. And then we told them that we're just about 40%, that by towards let's say about a week to the competition, that we'll be fully ready. We are ready now. We are ready now. We're ready to showcase what we have. And but you must understand one thing, that these guys are young guys that are just transiting from under 17, they've gotten the transition from under 17 to under 20. So psychologically, you never can say what you be expecting. But we are ready. Tony, we are ready. We tell Nigerians that we are ready as well. The chief coach is saying it every time that we are ready.
Well, there's no perfect team in the world. So football experts have always told us there's no perfect team in the world. If there was any part of this team